I've talked a bit about how do we change the world. We don't change the world by people like me coming up and speaking. I don't have lymphedema and I don't have a lymphatic disease. I'm relatively new to this whole process, but I understand how to put pieces together and what needs to happen. This individual is going to be one of the leaders of the future. We got in touch with one another not that long ago, and I shared his story with Kathy Bates. Kathy immediately fell in love with this individual, Andrew Matta, and wrote back and said, Andrew is one righteous dude. She loved the power of his voice. We became great friends, and I invited Andrew to come tell his story. Andrew came all the way down with his family from Milton, Ontario, Canada, to be with us today. This will not be the last time you see him. Would you all please give a warm welcome as I invite our keynote speaker, Andrew Matta, a pharmacist from Milton, Ontario, to the stage.
Hello, New York. Well, my name is Andrew, and I'm joining you today from Toronto, Ontario. First off, I want to say thank you, everybody, for coming out. It's awesome to see a lot of people here for lymphedema to raise the proper awareness, so thank you, guys. All right, so a little about me. I've had lymphedema in my lower left leg since October 18, 2007. That's 7 years, 11 months to the day. How I got it beats me. I woke up one day, 5 a.m., my leg was double its size. It was bruised, beaten, heavy, immobile, painful, like no other. Anyways, for the first couple of years, I lived thinking that this wasn't going to be an issue. I lived for a bit, like, just thinking that nobody knows about this, so I kept it to myself. Kind of sucked. To tell you the truth, I struggled really bad. I may be up here right now in front of you guys, but it was a hard time. It was rough to get through it all, but here we are. Moving on, something happened on the eve of January 11, 2012 that left my leg in excruciating pain that ultimately ended up I couldn't walk for the first half of 2012. For the first 3 months, I was pretty much in bed, just having my leg raised up for the first 3 months. I mean, I couldn't move anywhere, I couldn't do anything. The next 3 months, I would just hop on either the one leg or crawl on the ground. It was good times, I tell you. Honestly, during the 6 months, I went from doctor to doctor, just kind of seeking any help or any medical attention. I was rather surprised and disappointed to the level of lymphatic education by today's doctors at that time. So, not wanting my fate to be determined by doctors that don't know what lymphedema is, I took researching into my own hands, and I took researching the world to another level. I researched treatments in Finland, Sweden, US, Japan, and Italy. I ended up going to Genoa, Italy to get surgery for my lymphedema by one of the pioneers in lymphedema surgery, was Dr. Campisi. It was in July 2012. On my last day of post-op, I told him, hey, how long until this full recovery, if there is? He told me at least 5 years. So we're on year 4 right now. I'm gonna make sure to keep you posted. So the truth is, a lot of doctors till now still don't think the surgery that I got is working, but really, who here has the lymphedema and who here got the surgery, so only I can tell. So we're taking it one day at a time, and here we are. So I would like to share with you a couple quotes that was shared to me over the past couple of years. In my first year diagnosis, I talked to a general surgeon, and while laughing in my face, he told me, hey, this is no big deal. You can still walk, run, and even get married one day. The next, during my freak accident in 2012, I consulted a vascular surgeon, and she was like, suck it up and just walk it off. And a random acquaintance once told me, it's all in your head, bro. Your stress is causing lymphedema. I must have been really stressed out. Now, does this sound like people know about what we're going through? Does this sound like people and doctors and physicians know about lymphedema? I don't think so. It's important to know and to understand that speaking out loud alone will not help doctors and caregivers understand what we go through. It's important to walk and speak together. It's vital to do this together. This is the only way to win a fight. So today isn't about how I got here or how you got here. It's about why we're here today. We're going to march on that bridge and we're going to do good. Lymphedema is tough, and it's not something that we can ignore or put to the side. It takes a toll on us physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's not easy, I know, but it can be much worse. After my surgery, I blogged on my surgery to the world, and I've had the unfortunate blessing of connecting with a lot of people worldwide. I talked to a lot of people, and one time a mother of two connected with me. She had a bachelor's degree, 2 master's degree, 2 kids, a family, a husband, and a home, and lymphedema enters. She told me and explained to me day by day that it just took over her life. She's now unable to walk. I know that feeling, and it was something more of a nightmare. And honestly, it was tough, but we're here now, and we gotta fight together. It's time to voice out, and it's time to change what we could not change in the past. When you walk today, you walk for those who can't walk. You walk for those who need you to walk for them. Today is not about you alone, it's about you being a part of a larger community. You must know today that from here on out, you have people on your side. I would like to share with you a quick survey done by Dr. Stanley Roxon from Stanford University. He surveyed 110 medical schools across North America, asking them how much time is being spent teaching medical students across the 4 years teaching about lymphatic system and its diseases. With 75% of the schools participating in the survey, these were the results. 25% of the schools said less than 15 minutes. 11% of the schools said more than 3 hours, and that was the maximum. The rest of the schools fell in between, and that was the time spent across the 4 years. This is a troubling piece of information, and something's got to change. We are here today to change that. We are here to change the world and how it looks on lymphedema. We are here to change how physicians, therapists, surgeons, and other caregivers look at this condition. Better treatments, better and more research into potential cures, because nothing's impossible. Finally, the world needs to know that there are 140 million out there in need of our help, and we can't sit back and do nothing. I would like to say one last thing. Today I'll be walking for all of you. Despite the pain, the agony, the discomfort of these compression socks, we walk for each other and we walk together, because voices become louder, actions become stronger, and hope becomes available. My name is Andrew and I have lymphedema. Thank you.